Welcome everyone. My name is Ryan and we are back with more vintage story. This is the vegetarian run and it is a permadeath one life challenge. That's right. And we're sitting in our dirt hut here. If you're quiet, you can hear some strange noises outside. That's right, that's right. I'm going to carefully open the door and look around because we've got dinosaurs, people. That's right. All 14 of the legacy of the Phanerozoic mods have been installed here in our world, and as you can see, we've been trying to deal with it now. In the last episode, it was a new introduction. There was finally a patch, not an official one, but again, big shout out to Willow Nez, Discord member, and of course, member of the Vintage Story community for coming out with a patch which makes all 14 of the mods now totally viable here in the updated Vintage Story world. So I added them assuming we would have to kind of travel to new chunks, that we hadn't explored yet. But I was wrong, and I'm glad I was. So yeah, it's been a real challenge. We've seen some predators. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of herbivores, but man, oh man, it's changed the game. So we're currently working on restructuring maybe the house itself and trying to get a raised or safe platform over to our garden. Because now just moving like 25 blocks in this world is incredible danger. And I think we'll go ahead and stay in this area. At least devote more time than I had planned to building it up. I'm going to have to make it at least safe. Yeah, we had a little incident with the dino getting inside of our fence in the last one, so still needs work, the place does, but that's all right. It hopefully will be a bit more fun and exciting now, even though, like I said, there are different mods. Check the playlist if you are interested. It's getting more and more extensive, but that's good. There's still few that I'm really keeping my eyes on which aren't updated, at least as of the recording of this video, such as expanded foods and a culinary artillery. But in this world, those are more just for fun, cooking up some nice foods, but it's something I'm looking forward to as well. So either way, let's get things started. We are desperately low on sticks, and I need to grab the saw here because we're going to make some more boards. Yeah, and it looks like we're getting a little bit thirsty. So I've got a few jugs with boiled water in them. There we go. Obviously, we're trying to make our way to the garden, so food is not an issue yet, but it's quickly going to become an issue if I don't pay attention to it and start to focus on getting a safe route over there. So let's see, we should have some oak. Yeah, just one stack will probably be enough. Let's see, put that away, make some boards. Okay, so the saw, bring that inside. But with only 16 sticks, yeah, that's a good amount of fences. It might do the trick and allow me to at least get the walkway finished, but surrounding the actual pond that we've got over there, because their agriculture area needs to be safe and sound too, not just the walkway that leads to it. So it's going to require a lot more sticks, and that's going to be an issue. Yeah, the closest good stick is over there. And in the last one, we saw some definite threats on that hill, so we'll be careful. Obviously, I'm going to be carrying my stack of dirt with me at all times now, ready to tower up in an instant, but progress is going to be a bit more slow. That's okay, though. That's how the challenge match should have been right from the start. So let's get going, and I've got the fences in my hand. I have a little bite to eat, and then we'll go try and finish our access to the garden. Okay. There's a bit of movement. Those guys there, the little ones, aren't a threat to us, but there's definitely threatening stuff out here, though, so let's just try and be careful. Building like this is definitely dangerous, just simply because we're exposed, and most importantly, I'm focused on what I'm building, so I can't really look around as much. I'm moving backwards in a direction I can't even see. But we just have to be quick, accurate, and responsive. So let's return, because I tell you, taking the risk now and putting a little bit of effort into this will make things so much better for... Oh my god. Yeah, Spinosaurus on the loose, people. Man, he is beautiful, though. That color, really nice, but that's a dangerous predator for sure. So, okay, things just got more complicated. But like I'm saying, if we can get this finished, surround our garden area, we're going to be in a lot better shape for sure. All right, we are on the straightaway, but we're still very much exposed. I mean, predator could climb right up here at the moment, so where'd he go? Okay, still right there. Yeah, those Spinosaurus, really nice color. One of the cool parts about this mod is just the actual dinos themselves, the look, you know, the modeling of the sprites, really well done. It's something I've often admired, and I've had the opportunity to tell the mod author themselves, Laughing Gas, once upon a time used to visit my live streams, but either way, let's make sure we're keeping our heads about us. Probably gonna have to reposition some things like those cactuses, but that's not to worry. Let's stay focused here on what we're doing. And I'm hoping that this fencing will do the trick. In other words, keep us safe and secure. Obviously, being up in the air like this raised is pretty good, but once I get down below, it's going to need to be pretty tall. Okay, yeah, at least too high here. Man, I do not want to go down there. Ugh. Let's see, does it look like anything's ready? I mean, some of the sunflowers definitely appear to be good. Don't think that flax is complete, but I do think it's one stage away. So, maybe, and some of the amaranth is good too. I've officially run out of fences pretty much. So let's just pop down there real quick. Harvest a little bit of the food. Doesn't really even matter what it is. Okay. Yeah, amaranth. Of course we do. Oh yeah, we got mature sunflowers. We do want to get this up because we can leave it here mature for a couple of days, if I recall. But eventually it will go bad and die in the ground. But this is actually cool. Okay, these are 11 of 12. Well, let me get resituated. Yeah, I don't want to harvest anything premature, even though I am in a rush. I don't want to mess anything up. Okay. Oh, looks like he was making his way over there, but he's an herbivore, so no threat. Spinosaurus still asleep. Let's see what we got. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, we've got enough grain now to last for days, and that sunflower seed, I can actually turn it into plant-based fat. Yeah, I need to get some granite, but, you know, to be honest, we can get that right out of the hill here, because I am going to do some digging. Yeah, remove a good part of the hill around here, and you can see I'm already starting to expose the rocks, so I'll get a couple of rocks together. I think that's what it's properly called, right? Let's see, the rock. We go to the plant-based fat. Yeah, the rocks. So I'll get some granite rocks, some stones. We'll whip together some of that, and then we can actually make some oil lamps to light this place up a little better. It won't necessarily make it safer, but it'll feel better. And, you know, as I'm traveling around at night, it'll be a beacon of hope in the distance that we can see as we return. But like I said, we've got some work still to make this place safe. So now that we've got food and water, let's go ahead and focus on building a structure that will keep us secure and, hey, maybe even something we can be proud of that looks nice. It is 6:30 in the morning, and I've been doing a little bit of work all night. Yep, you can see we've got all the dirt walls now replaced with the rammed earth, and I didn't do much outdoors. Obviously, I was too scared to come out here alone, so I think today we'll work on maybe pushing back this hillside a little bit. Let's let's see if we slap down one there and there. There we go. Yeah, I'll beautify it maybe too at some point. If we get, we can make this place safer, maybe push out the boundaries of the fence itself, then we can think more about aesthetics. But for right now, there's a lot of lightning. Okay, see, this is what I'm always worried about, like jumping down there to like start digging, and boom, there's like a predator right on the other side. But I actually think that's a herbivore. But let's run along our fence. Maybe we'll see something. I mean, I swear to God, there's a cat out here somewhere making noises. Gotta be careful though. Remember, we're still not totally safe. Might be a good idea maybe to do something like that. Yeah. Oh my God. I guess we're about to find out if this bridge is safe. Okay, what's he doing? Okay. Yeah, the noises from the animals seem to be on a constant loop almost. That might be something worth turning off in the config if it's possible. But either way, it's not too bad. There's like a low, that noise right there kind of repeats. So this is definitely terrifying. Look at this Spinosaurus. He's making things hard for us, but well, let's just not worry about the garden at the moment then. I think it's smart to have that last couple spots just stacked off with blocks. Oh, who was that? Do you see that? There's a dinosaur hanging out right there. As soon as I came over here, he ran away. Little stinker. Alright, well, we can get rid of this here. Maybe something I could do would be to turn down the entity sounds. I hate to do that because then I wouldn't be able to hear, predators and stuff. But yeah, this constant loop of sound isn't great. Let's see, entity. I actually think, oh, okay, there it goes. That cut out the sound, but is it going to come back? I don't know. I guess we'll find out here. Either way, like I said, it's not great to totally turn that off, but, oh, no. I still hear it. That's unfortunate, but not to worry. Let's just see what we can do with the rest of this place. I really want to get rid of all the soil. Replace this with rammed earth. But of course, I want to do it as safely as possible here. So that was about where it was at. Good. Not too bad. Well, my Tinsbron shovel is about to break, unfortunately, but it has served a good purpose. Very nice purpose. Alright, we're going to have to figure out exactly what sound is controlling that. You think it's ambient? Let's wait till we hear it, and then we'll turn it down. That could be an issue. Maybe I can reach out to the person who patched it and see if they can do something about that. But now, of course, it stops as soon as I try and adjust it. Well, hey, as long as it stops, it stops. But nope, there it goes. It's coming back. Huh. I think it might just be kind of bugged for whatever reason. Turn down the master sound a bit. Either way, not to worry. At least it's not like a terrible noise. It almost sounds like underground dolphins, or underwater mammals, orcas, dolphins, things like that. But, all right, let's see. I would really love to get out there and get some sticks, too. Have we completely, ruined, sound's coming back. Yeah, let's drop down here and just see if we can dig some of this out, because I'm still not totally happy with it like this. We'll start here, dig a little 2x2 trench out, and it's good to expose that rock there too. I will want to get my hands on that eventually. Alright, is that good? Yeah, that's good enough. I'll have to work on this, but actually let's bring it forward a little bit, because I think I'm going to connect up this fence here. Yeah, with that one there. That'll be a little bit better. Allow us to actually run all the way around. There we go. Alright, I just need to get my hands on more fencing, right? Shoot. I locked myself out. There we go. Yeah, it will just be a lot more convenient to have that. Get rid of all this dirt here too, but, well, for the most part, it's looking okay. That's not right. But we're going to need to take a drink here too shortly. Let's just see. Okay. Alright, I further turned down the sounds. I just can't get it out of the back of my head now. I'm like totally distracted by the noises. So they've been turned down substantially, unfortunately. But, so, let's take stock. What are we doing here? Can we get out there with our clippers? Those guys are not hostile. Alright, so I do have a couple stacks of dirt on me. Let's put the big one down there. And I'm going to leave that open. I just need to get some sticks. These acacia trees don't really... Oh, God. Oh, bro, I think they're coming. He's coming right for me. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is he really? Literally going to just where I was going to head. All right, that's an herbivore. Is he chasing? Oh, there's more. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I feel like he might have been chasing that little one, but dang it, he didn't fall in the hole. Yeah, the little one's way too fast for him. All right, well, my plan to go get sticks has been canceled. Unfortunately, the bamboo don't seem to actually drop sticks whenever you cut their leaves. Somebody confirm that for me too, if that's true. But man, oh man. Well, looks like I'm stuck replacing more dirt with rammed earth. It's not super entertaining, but at the moment at least, that's about all I can do with these guys hanging around. Well, I don't see our Spinosaurus friend over here, so I think I'm going to attempt to do some more harvesting. Yeah, once again, we don't want to leave these things sitting fully matured, because they will rot or die. Okay, flax is looking good. Can I actually tower up? Okay, I just want to make sure I can actually tower up if I need to here. Alright, so what are we looking at? Peanuts, 8 of 9. Now I really regret putting this papyrus over here because it hurts my visibility quite a bit. Alright, we got some 11 of 11 soybeans. I'm actually, what I probably should do, let's tower up right here and just look. Okay, where's that darn Spinosaurus? That's not him. Although that seems, oh, there he is right there. Yep. I was going to say his color kind of stands out against the grass, but if he is in the water, he's definitely harder to see. Man, oh man, alright, we gotta be quick about this. I don't think there's a lot more to harvest, unfortunately, but let's check over here. Amaranth, soybeans, or sunflowers, not yet. Oh, there's one. I want to get them all. We can. Okay. Yeah. 8 of 9. Almost. We're almost ready for a lot of this stuff, but not quite there. Not quite there. Okay. Phew. Made it. He's still in the area, but that was a close call. We're fine. Got a little bit more food here, and I still need to get those rocks. Or the stones. No, the rocks. Yeah, gotta get those. Then we can start making oil lamps, which will be a lot of fun. Well, I moved everything inside here now. It was just a little bit inconvenient to have to keep running back and forth out here, but also put in a little hole. But we'll still use this. I'm going to have the barrels out here, more pit kilns probably. So this space is not abandoned, certainly, but we're just going to bring everything indoors. It's getting real tight in here, but we'll just say it's cozy, you know, nice and cozy. But what we're going to do is go through a quick little tutorial on the Smithing Plus mod and just how to repair something. When I first played with this mod, it's great, but I wasn't immediately like quite sure how to figure out the repair process. So I've got a broken tin bronze shovel head here. I'm going to put that in the forge with a little bit of charcoal. Probably only need one piece of charcoal, but let's go ahead and light that up. And we'll give that some time to heat. Obviously, it needs to get to workable temperature. Then next thing, we want to go to our crucible, and presumably if you've been using the Smithing Plus mod to make some ingots and other tools and stuff, you should have some bits of whatever metal you're going to be working with. So we put that in, and we want to heat them up. It's not really necessary to get them super hot, so one piece of charcoal should suffice here too, and we'll let those things heat up again to a workable temperature. All right, there we go. So they're looking pretty good. We'll want to go ahead and put those in our hot bar, and the tool head itself is a nice temperature. So now that we've got this, we can look at our hammer and see what bits we need to replace in order to fully repair it. And now is when we'll use these bits that we just heated up in the crucible. Obviously, we don't want to get them to full liquid state, just enough that we can place them. And it's hard to see, but I'm putting bits here in a stack. Now, you can't actually choose where you want to put the bits. It will always put it like right in the middle there, essentially. So you will still have to do a bit of work with the hammer, but nonetheless, as long as you got enough of the free bits here and they stay heated, you can repair just about any tool that breaks. At some point, you'll probably want to just start to reclaim the tool heads for the metal, such as once you graduate from the Copper Age to the Bronze Age. So you can just put these broken tool heads into your crafting grid with a chisel, and that'll give you some of the original metal bits back. And boom, there we go. Our tool head has been repaired. The food supply is looking pretty good for right now. I mean, I'm going to be subsisting off grain anyway, but that's not a big deal. And as you can see, I've got several of these things down here. Most of them are empty except for that one I showed you, but I'll have a proper cellar set up most likely at some point in the near future. But I realized I can't do much with the shovel head that we made if I don't have sticks, right? So we've got a real problem. I don't see any of the predator types, but doesn't mean they're not there. Oh, I had to build a little chimney here too above the crucibles and the cooking area. Forgot about that. My place started filling up with smoke real quick. I'm also considering building... Oh, I just saw something. Yeah, there was a dino right over there. But I'm considering a sky bridge from here to here. It would be quicker, straighter than trying to go over here. Plus, I've cleared a lot of this area already. This jungle, though, could be a great resource, not only for sticks, but just for wood in general. So having a safe path over there, I think, is not a bad idea. And of course, with the sky bridge, I don't really need to line it with fencing the way I did over there. We just want to make it go high enough, obviously, that nothing can get us. And there are some pretty tall dinosaurs, so got to be careful. But if we can go up, let's see. It's a bit of work here to go back and forth, but I think we are basically at the highest point here. If I can get up over this hill, then everything else is down from there, and we'll be at a good level at that point just to hit the canopy, be right at that same level as the treetops, essentially. So go up a 2 or 3 more, and then we can start building our straightaway. I might not have enough rammed earth with me. So, yeah. Oh boy. It's hard to tell from a distance. That one's not a threat, but especially when you just see like little flashes of them, you know, peek in and out of the grass, you can never be totally sure if that's something that's out to get you or just out to save itself. Oh man, it almost gives you the feeling of like what it would have been like to be a human living amongst dinosaurs. Obviously, never really took place, but yeah, it would have been something. Oh, there's a big boy right there. That's probably the biggest one we've seen. Brontosaur type, perhaps? The long necks? Oh yeah, moving pretty good. Not a threat to us, again, as long as we give it distance, but it's good to see that one. I like seeing the big herbivores around. I don't know if it's really justified, but it makes me feel safer, you know? It's not to say that the T-Rexes won't just ignore them, you know, and go straight for us anyway. So, yeah, like I said, it might not be justified, but I do like having them around. All right, let's just see. I think we are at a good height. Yeah, like I said, as long as we get over this portion right here, we'll be good. Heading straight to that tree. Oh, yeah. The bamboo might not be helpful, but those big kapocks or whatever they are, that's a lot of sticks there. Alright, well, maybe my sky bridge isn't quite tall enough, because this guy right here can easily reach up on top of it, yeah, if he wanted to, couldn't he? Man, oh man. Luckily, I'm pretty sure these guys aren't a threat to us. At least, like I said, as long as we don't get too close, and you know, if they have some juveniles around, they could definitely get aggressive, I'm sure, but, well, I'm getting closer to the jungle. Just thought I'd show you that because I was working and all of a sudden he popped into my field of view. Nearly made me fall off the bridge. Whoa, there's that big cat I've been hearing. Man, oh man, they move quick too. That's crazy fast. Oh my god. Yeah, if one of those gets a sight on me, there's no way I can get away from that thing, huh? I'll be shocked if I could tower up it quick. That's the first one I've seen. Yeah, so I was dead wrong about the fact that we need to explore new chunks, obviously. That was not the case. I think maybe they do need to be reloaded. I'm not really sure. But either way, look how alive this world is. We got herds of dinos everywhere. The little ones are really just for flavor, you know? Now, obviously, if we were the hunting type and not a pacifist, they would definitely be fair game. But as it is, they just kind of make things feel a lot more alive. Not a threat. I wonder if they would eat our crops in the garden. Oh boy. Now I want, maybe they are a threat to our garden. Let's head over. I doubt anything's grown, but maybe we could just, oh, I don't have much dirt either. Actually, that's what I need to prioritize. Oh my god. Every time I look around, there's a dinosaur now. Yeah, I really do need to get some more just regular old dirt. Come on. Maybe now is a good time to start working on the cellar itself, you know. Allow me to get below ground, clear out some dirt. Unfortunately, I haven't made any of the splitter plugs for the Quarry mod, which is one of my favorite mods. Really it is. But it just means I'm going to have to work that much harder to dig out a cellar. But maybe at least I can get some of it started. Where would we put it? To be honest, once I get some sticks, I will be making little mold holders for these. Mold holders. I'm pretty sure that's the official name. So maybe we can put... I'd kind of like to have it centered. Oops. We'll put... The entrance to our cellar will be right here. Yeah. Oops. Oh, I don't have a shovel. Oh my god. I can use my pickaxe on the dirt. I can't believe how much now rests upon a dang stick. And we just don't have any. Maybe I should install a mod that allows me to make sticks from like logs. Should we risk it? Let's see, I've got literally 4 blocks to tower up with. That's not enough, but we could do something like this. I can just get a couple of extra blocks here. Literally using my pickaxe. So I'll get enough to tower up safely, like 10 or so, just in case. And maybe we should try and just, hit up those acacias real quick. I'm being a chicken. Playing hardcore, turns you into a different kind of person. Oh, now I can't even access the dirt I just dug up. Oh boy, there's so many problems here. But at least the hydration mod is a lot of fun, right? Oh my gosh. All right, let's go. Dinosaurtopia here. Let's have a little drink. Got the shears. Yep, there's a predator right there. Just for safety's sake and ease of stick acquisition, I'm going to go ahead and tower up right now. Yeah, who knows what's on me? Who knows what's watching me? Oh, blessed sticks. Wow. The good news is I did plant a lot of seeds. Oh, no, get back up there. I did plant a good amount of seeds in the general vicinity, tree seeds and such, not just like plants. So, in other words, once these things start to pop up, it won't be as bad. In fact, I think these acacias here were ones I planted, so yep, just got to be super careful. I don't even think I'm up high enough right now to avoid it. Well, did I get any sticks while I was down there? No, I sure didn't. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, that's enough. Here's what we'll do. Grab all that we've got. Good. We'll leave the towers of dirt for now. I'll reclaim that dirt shortly, but let's get back inside and make a darn shovel. Wow, all that work just to make what everybody takes for granted, your simple digging implement. Well, I didn't quite get as much dirt as I'd like, but I ended up with plenty of stone, and I even got some rocks while we were down here, essentially digging out what will be a cellar eventually. So we've got the main down here, the ladder leads to what will be a hallway, going in this direction. Not super far or anything, but it's also a good source of stones if I need to come down here and get more of these for fencing. We can just continue this hallway, but I like to have a main hallway and then have individual cellars branching off from it like this. We'll have another one on this side, maybe leads to like the milk cellar or something like that. In this world, we probably won't need a whole lot of food preservation storage just because, we're only dealing with the veggie stuff, which grains and stuff like that will last many seasons just in a trunk, basically, or even a crate, but we'll still do our very best. And I didn't kind of go deep enough here, did I? I don't know if the surface is right there, but I'm not going to test it just yet. Either way, I think now is a good opportunity to make some sunflower lard. It's not what it's called, but plant-based oil or something. So we'll grab a stack of this. This will be the first time I've ever made this in this world or any other. So let's see, let's just be extra careful. Sitting there looking at that open door made me nervous all of a sudden. I believe it was something like this. Let's just cheat real quick. Plant-based fat. 3, okay, yeah, just what I thought. Very simple recipe, which makes sense, just all about grinding. Okay, so the rocks aren't even used. Oh, I thought this and that would be consumed with it, but, well, hey, that's okay. Just less work I've got to do, for sure, for sure. Well, that made 21 pieces, which is nice. So now I wonder if this could be used like in conjunction with other recipes in the future. Well, we can use it for sealing crocks. That's amazing. And oil lamps is what I originally wanted it for, because I did make a bunch of bowls already. I think they're in one of these crocks, or one of these, yeah, look at that. I don't really need this many bowls to eat from, so those are all for lights right there, which we can actually make now. Boom, look at that. Oh yeah, we're going to be lighting up the night, and very nice. So in addition, I'm wondering, like, once the expanded food mod comes out with the culinary artillery, Could this be used for like making sausages and stuff? I wonder if they'll be compatible. Obviously, the mod authors for Expanded Foods and a Culinary Artillery are very busy right now just working to update those mods, so I'm sure compatibility with other, lesser known mods isn't like their focus at the moment, but either way, maybe they'll get to it. I got some water ready here, trying to keep in the habit of just boiling up water every night before I go to bed, but I do really need to figure out what's going on with the rainwater collection and why I can't quite get that to work, because it is pretty tedious just having to do that every night. I'd really like to, automate the process, so to speak, or just have another source of water that I don't constantly have to boil every night. But either way, this is a monstrosity. Hey, I never said the sky bridge would be pretty. I just said it will make things safer for us. But wow, we're going to have to continue that one in the near future. Even dirt has become a scarce resource here in the dino world. Maybe I'm being a little bit cowardly about the whole thing, but then again, it's a hardcore run, people. We've only got the one precious life, and I'd like to keep it around here for a few more episodes at least. So make sure you guys, if you enjoyed this one, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more vintage story content, and like I said, the series will continue, and I'll see you guys on the next one.